YoungBoy's Diesel Over is a raw, unfiltered look into his world. On the surface, it looks like another unapologetic anthem from one of the most prolific artists in the game. But what if I told you the most powerful messages in this video are the ones you can't easily see? We slowed it down and tore apart every frame to bring you 10 crucial details you probably missed. These aren't just random shots, they're part of a carefully crafted story about resilience, leadership, and the truth behind the struggle. This video is a statement, dropped after his release from prison earlier this year, and just ahead of his highly anticipated album, Make America Slime Again. This isn't just a music video, it's YoungBoy reclaiming his narrative now that he's a free man. Let's break it down. Number 1. The two-sided coin, Diesel versus Over. The first and most fundamental detail is the video's core structure. This isn't just a two-track visual. It's a deliberate narrative device. The video is split into two halves, Diesel and Over, each presenting a distinct side of YoungBoy's persona. Diesel embodies the aggressive, relentless engine of his success. The visuals are defined by rapid cuts, harsh lighting, and YoungBoy's confrontational energy, a clear reflection of his street mentality and unshakable confidence. The lyrics are a direct assertion of his status, flexing his wealth as a defiant statement to the world he overcame. Number 2. The rejection of glamour, authenticity as an aesthetic. Then, the beat switches and the video transitions into Over. Here, the entire atmosphere shifts. The visuals become slower, the lighting more subdued, and YoungBoy's demeanor turns reflective and introspective. Over is about the finality of closure and moving on from betrayal. The repeated hook, "It's over," is more than just a catchy phrase. It's a declaration, signaling the end of specific chapters in his life. This duality is the key to the entire video, presenting two sides of the same man. The survivor fueled by Diesel and the weary soul who understands when a battle is finished. We see both the engine and the driver, the aggression and the introspection required to navigate his reality. Number 3. Leadership in the frame, the power of positioning. The second detail isn't about what's in the video, but what's conspicuously absent. In an era where rap visuals are saturated with blinding lens flares and hyper-stylized sets, YoungBoy makes a conscious choice to reject it all. The Diesel Over video is defined by a gritty, low-key, and unfiltered aesthetic. This isn't a low-budget production. It's a deliberate aesthetic choice. The raw, urban backdrops and unpolished lighting are designed to communicate one thing above all else: authenticity. This visual style is a direct extension of his Never Broke Again brand, prioritizing realism over the detached glamour seen in the work of his contemporaries. He's not selling a fantasy lifestyle, he's dropping you directly into his reality, giving the video an immediate, almost documentary-like feel. This approach reinforces the core themes of his music: survival, struggle, and the unvarnished truth of his journey. By stripping away the polish, he forces the viewer to focus on the message, the lyrics, and the raw emotion of his performance. He's not promoting a life you can purchase, he's showing you a life that he has survived. It's a powerful statement that suggests his true strength is found not in manufactured perfection, but in embracing the grit of his world. Number 4. The outdoor setting and the message of freedom. Third, pay attention to the subtle language of power in the video's framing. Throughout the Diesel segment, YoungBoy is consistently surrounded by his crew. But this is more than a typical posse shot. It's a carefully composed portrait of leadership. YoungBoy is almost always the visual focal point, the epicenter from which the group's energy radiates. His crew doesn't just surround him, they move in sync with him, matching his intensity and visually reinforcing his lyrics about loyalty and his inner circle. Brief, nonverbal cues like precise handshakes and protective stances serve as a silent language of trust and allegiance. This visual storytelling is crucial, supporting lyrics about having his back like a soldier and driving home the theme that his strength is magnified by his circle. He isn't portrayed as just a rapper with an entourage. He's depicted as a general leading his troops. The camera ensures the viewer understands that he leads from the front. Number 5. The overshift. Visuals matching the internal state. The fourth detail is the video setting. which becomes powerfully symbolic when you consider YoungBoy's recent history. For an artist recently freed from prison and a long period of house arrest, the choice to film in wide-open urban landscapes is a declaration. The recurring outdoor locations represent a celebration of his regained freedom and an outright rejection of confinement. It is the visual act of breaking out of the physical and legal boxes that sought to contain him. This isn't merely about being outside, it's about reclaiming space. He and his crew command these environments, transforming New York City parking lots and street corners into their personal stage. This ties directly into the theme of resilience. Despite the forces that tried to limit him, he stands unconfined, in control of his surroundings. The open air serves as the backdrop for his statement of independence, offering a real-time glimpse of the freedom he fought to win back. Number 6. Lyrical and visual synergy. More money than my school teacher. Fifth on our list is the brilliant narrative turn when the track switches to over. It's here that the video storytelling becomes most sophisticated. The entire visual language shifts. The frantic cuts of D-Cell give way to longer, more deliberate takes and smoother camera movements. The lighting softens, and we see YoungBoy frequently in isolated, solo close-ups. This change in visual style is a direct reflection of the song's themes: introspection, heartbreak, mistrust, and loneliness. The visuals perfectly mirror his internal state. As he raps about closing chapters, the camera offers a closer, more vulnerable perspective. His body language transforms. The confrontational energy is replaced by a thoughtful, almost weary posture. He is no longer projecting aggression outward, but drawing the viewer inward, into his personal thoughts and emotional scars. This section adds critical complexity to his persona, showing that the same man with the relentless force of D-Cell also carries the profound weight of his emotional battles. It's a masterful use of visuals to tell a deeper story of resilience, one that shows vulnerability is its own form of strength. Number 7. The burden of the crown, isolated close-ups. The sixth detail is a masterclass in lyrical and visual synergy. In Diesel, YoungBoy delivers the line, "I got more money than my school teacher." It's a classic boast, but its power is magnified by the visual context. He doesn't deliver this line while flashing jewelry or cash. Instead, he's in his element, outside, on his turf, surrounded by his crew, the very symbols of his self-made success. This backdrop gives the lyric a far deeper meaning. It ceases to be just about money and becomes a statement about the entire world he has constructed, a world that operates on a different set of rules than a schoolhouse. The gritty, authentic setting reinforces the idea that his education was earned on the streets, and his success is the direct result of that curriculum. The lyric, combined with the visuals of his environment, becomes a powerful commentary on forging an alternative path to leadership, one built from a life that a conventional system would have written off. Number 8. The power of ad-libs and echoes. Seventh is the deliberate use of isolated, intense close-ups. Throughout both halves of the video, director Rich Porter repeatedly returns to tight shots of YoungBoy's face. These moments serve as the video's emotional anchor. While wider shots establish him as a leader of a collective, these close-ups reveal the personal cost of that position. We see the conflict in his eyes, a volatile mixture of confidence and turmoil, the intensity of a man engaged in constant battles, both external and internal. These shots are especially potent during the over section, where the lyrics become more vulnerable. The camera lingers on his face, compelling the audience to confront the emotional weight of his life. It's a visual representation of the classic truth: heavy is the head that wears the crown. These moments prevent the video from becoming a simple flex, injecting a profound sense of humanity and struggle into the narrative. They are a reminder that resilience isn't just about winning fights. It's about carrying the scars they leave behind. Number 9. The unspoken timeline. A statement for the next chapter. The 8th detail is auditory, found in the strategic use of ad-libs and vocal echoes. Pay close attention during over as the repeated phrase, "It's over," echoes throughout the track, at times sounding distant and haunting. This is more than simple emphasis. It creates an atmosphere of finality, mimicking the persistent thoughts that cycle through one's mind while trying to move on. The ad-libs function as an inner voice, commenting on and reinforcing the primary lyrics. Visually, this technique is often paired with shots of YoungBoy looking into the distance or lost in thought, creating a powerful synthesis of sound and image. It gives the impression that we are hearing his internal monologue. While his main vocals narrate the story, the ad-libs represent the lingering emotions and memories tied to it. This subtle device adds a psychological depth, suggesting a man at war not only with his enemies, but also with his own past, highlighting the internal battle required to truly let go. Number 10. The Full Circle, the return of Rich Porter. Ninth, we need to consider the strategic timing of this release. The Diesel Over video was not a random drop. Released in early July 2025, it landed just before his album Make America Slime Again on July 25th. This timing is a message in itself. The entire project serves as a powerful statement of intent for his next chapter, especially following his release from prison earlier in the year. The video's themes of resilience and closure are directly tied to his real-life narrative of regaining freedom and re-entering the music world. The video acts as a bridge, marking the beginning of a new era. The defiant energy of Diesel is a promise of the relentless work ethic his fans have come to expect, while the reflective tone of Over suggests a man who has taken stock and is prepared for a new beginning. He is setting the stage for what's next, reminding the world of who he is and what he represents now that he is back. This context transforms the video from a music release into a strategic move to seize control of his story at a pivotal moment in his career. Number 10. The Full Circle, the return of Rich Porter. Finally, the 10th detail is a crucial one for longtime followers, the return of director Rich Porter. While Porter is a prolific director, his history with YoungBoy is foundational. He directed many of the early iconic videos that helped establish the raw and authentic style YoungBoy is known for. Bringing him back for Diesel Over is a significant full circle moment. It's a deliberate return to his roots, a nod to the visual identity that first defined him. This collaboration is a statement of authenticity in itself. At a time when his career is reaching new heights, he is reconnecting with a creative partner who understood his vision from the very beginning. The choice reinforces the video's core message of remaining true to oneself. It signals that despite the fame, legal battles, and sonic evolution, the core of his artistry is unchanged. For fans who have followed his journey, this detail adds a final layer of meaning, showing that the video is both a look forward and a respectful acknowledgement of the past. It shows that true resilience comes from never forgetting where you came from. So there you have it. 10 things you might have missed in YoungBoy's Diesel Over. From its two-sided narrative structure to the symbolic choice of director, this video is far more than just a performance. It's a complex story about the requirements of survival and the weight of leadership. YoungBoy uses every tool at his disposal to paint a powerful picture of his journey. A man fueled by a relentless drive, yet introspective enough to know when to turn the page. It's proof of his resilience and a bold statement for what's coming next. What other hidden details did you catch in the video? Which track did you like more? Diesel or Over? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you want more breakdowns of your favorite music videos, make sure to like this video and subscribe. Thanks for watching.